Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to pull the car over onto this side of the garage and take apart the front bumper. I kind of hit something, or someone, and it wasn't that bad, but I still got to take it apart and see what we need to fix so I can take it to the dealership, and I'm just going to have them fix it and repaint the bumper. I'm going to take the car and put it over here, and I'll show you what it is, and we'll try and see what damage was caused. Alright, light's really bright. Let's see if we can get out. You can see there's not a whole lot of damage right there. I could probably get that buff and painted, but I am missing my fog light. Well, not really missing it, it's in there. But I gotta get that replaced. My grill's kind of broken right there, and the rest of it seems okay, but even my headlight got a little bit of it. But I'm going to see how much it'll be to get it buffed and painted. If not, I'll probably just get a new bumper. But I'll show you what else I noticed. I wonder if that's just from the cold, because that didn't work the other day. Holy crap. That might be a good thing. But if not, we'll see something's wrong. I want to buy hella horns anyway, so we'll probably get in there and take it apart. It's not that cold. I think it jumped probably 30 degrees in the last 2 hours. But I just want to see if there's anything else behind the bumper that needs to be replaced before I take it over to the dealership. If it's not too bad, I probably won't even take it. I'll just send a picture in and get a quote. We're going to take it apart and freeze. I'm going to get my handy dandy new floor mat out so that we don't freeze on the concrete. I'm sure everyone had one of these as a kid. I know I did, and it's probably not going to be the warmest, but it's better than the concrete floor. So we're just going to do the normal. You saw it a million times in my other videos if you watched. I'm just going to take that out, take all the clips out. Hopefully there's still some clips on the bottom, and I think there's 2 Torx head screws on the fenders, but there shouldn't be too much damage. I'm just going to have to buy a new grill and get that painted. Getting it painted is probably going to be the most trouble. I'm just going to fast forward through all this stuff. Okay. Alright, so I got the bumper off. Everything seems to be frozen, but the damage isn't too bad. Most of it's just going to be the painting, which I think will be okay. I don't think I'll need a new bumper. It's just going to be a matter that I need to get it painted. I always forget that I changed those. It looks nice being black, but you can see right there, that's got to be buffed and painted. My grill's pretty smashed up, which it's only this black piece, so I can just rebuy this back piece, which means I'll make a video on how to sand the back of this, because I know I've gotten some questions on it, so we'll make a video on that. I'll turn this over. That's my fog light, which the light itself isn't damaged. The one clip right there and one over here is broken, so I really only need to get this black piece and then the front, which you saw, which isn't too bad. As far as up here, I just need to get a new clip that holds the bumper on. Which, if you can see right there, there's a clip supposed to be there. So really it's not all that bad. It's just going to be probably a couple days to get that painted, which means I won't have my car for a couple days, which sucks. But the horn works, which is good. I guess there really wasn't an issue with that. It's probably just from the negative temperatures that didn't work. But I'll probably get some Hello horns anyways. And I was going to mount them. Probably one right here and one right here. And we'll leave that on there. So damage isn't all that bad. I'm not going to bore you with putting the bumper back on. I'll probably just take some pictures so I can send them to the dealership so I don't have to get out of work and go there. But our next video will probably be sanding the back of that grill and putting that on. And then I will probably buy some Hello horns just while I have the bumper off. I can put that back on. I'll tell you what happened and why I have to get this all fixed. So I know that damage that we did wasn't that bad, but that's my baby. So to me, it was like the end of the world. Not really, but it was enough to just cause an inconvenience. And everyone always has stuff to do. And it's just another thing that I have to do where I have to go get a quote, figure out how much it's going to cost, spend the time that it's going to take to fix it. So it's just an inconvenience. But what happened was I was going to the gym at 4 in the morning and I saw my buddy there. So I went to go park next to him and there was a little bit of snow on the ground. And when I went to pull onto the parking spot next to him, it just didn't turn. And he was cool about it. Didn't do a whole lot of damage to his car. Just cracked the back bumper. But they're going to get that fixed. The insurance guy was cool about it. They gave me a quote. So tomorrow I have to go to the dealership, which is just up the road. It's our local Ford dealership. And they're really good to me. So I'm hoping that they can kind of give me an idea if they can just buff that out or if I should just get a new bumper. I'm not a huge fan of buffing, because then if they try to paint match, you know that the paint's not going to match. The sun fades a little bit. So if we have to get a new bumper, we'll get a new bumper. It's going to suck. But the cool thing is I'll be able to get the new grill and I'll be able to sand the back of it, because I've seen that online a few times and a couple different ways to do it where people have used a sander or an angle grinder. So I'm probably just going to use a sander with some coarse sandpaper. It's what I did the first time, and it turned out great. Some of the things I've seen with the angle grinder is it chops at it, so it doesn't look as great, even though you never see the back of it. But I want it to look good. I take the bumper off all the time, so I know what it's going to look like. But it's just something. I was upset about it. I know it's really not going to cost that much. My insurance didn't go up at all, but it's enough to cause an inconvenience. And plus I feel bad. I feel bad for hitting my buddy. If you guys have stuck around, I am planning on doing some more stuff. It's just been really cold out, and it's not really something that I want to be out in the garage in this temperature. It's obviously not even really the greatest winter car, but we live not even 2 miles from everything. Schools, the stores, work, gas stations, everything that we need is within 2 miles or less of our house. Once in a while we do travel, but we wait for good weather for that. I bought some aggressive tires last year, so they're actually doing really well. It's just one of those things where it happens, but I obviously don't want it to happen, but there's nothing you can do about it. So at least we'll be able to fix that. We'll get that back to normal. I'm really hoping that they can just buff it out, because I put that vinyl on the very bottom of the grill, which sucked. But I would like that. If I do have to get a new bumper, I was going to try to see if maybe they could paint that bottom part black, just to save me the trouble of having to vinyl it. It just won't match the sparkly vinyl I had on the roof. But I have some big hopes coming up for the car. We'll probably wait for it to get a little warmer out. In the time being, we're going to try to do some fun stuff. Maybe do some vlogs throughout the day. I'm going to try to get the Power Wheels going. It's just, I let the kids go outside and use it for a little while, and it got covered in snow and salt. So I didn't want to bring it back inside to try to rewire it back up. But I have all the wires. I have all the stuff. I have a little schematic to kind of go with like what relays will do what, so that we can hook it all up. I do kind of want to get like a fiberglass box to put all that stuff in, just to keep the snow and salt out, because it is really fun to drive in the snow. You can do some drifting with it, but I just want it to be safe and make sure we're not going to run into any problems with it overheating or melting wires or anything. So if you've been following our channel for a little while, we hit 50 subscribers, which is awesome.